You probably think peanut butter is one of the healthiest spreads out there. People say it's packed with protein, good fats, and energy that keeps you full for hours. But what if I told you peanut butter might not be as innocent as you think? In fact, the truth about peanut butter is a lot more complicated than the picture perfect image we seen on commercials or food labels. And once you know these facts, you may never look at your jar of peanut butter the same way again. Let's start with what most people don't realize. The majority of peanut butter brands that you see on supermarket shelves are far from natural. Yes, the label may proudly say made with real peanuts, but when you look at the ingredient list, you will often find sugar, hydrogenated oil, stabilizers, and sometimes even artificial flavoring added in. These extra ingredients are what give peanut butter that smooth, creamy, irresistible texture. But they also turn a simple nut spread into something that can trigger inflammation, mess with your cholesterol, and contribute to weight gain. Even jar labeled as natural or organic are not always pure. Many of them will sneak in palm oil or added sweeteners. And the only way to know for sure is to check the back label carefully. Now let's talk about calories, but this is where peanut butter can become tricky. A single serving, which is just 2 tablespoons, has close to 200 calories. That does not sound too bad, but most people don't actually stop at 2 tablespoons. A generous spread on your toast, a spoonful while cooking, or edit it into a smoothies, and suddenly you have consumed 400 to 500 calories without even realizing it. And because peanut butter is so calorie dense, it's incredibly easy to overeat. That's one of the reasons why people who snack on it regularly sometimes find themselves gaining weight even though they think they are eating something healthy. Another hidden concern is the so called low fat peanut butter. Many people grab those jars thinking they are making a healthier choice, but there's the twist. When companies remove fat, they often replace it with sugar to make up for the lost flavor. That means a low fat peanut butter can actually be worse than the regular version. You're trading good natural fats for processed sugar that spikes your blood sugar levels and leaves you hungrier later on. But it does not stop there. There's also the issue of allergies. Peanut allergies are one of the most common and most dangerous food allergies in the world. For those who are sensitive, even the smallest trace of peanut can cause life threatening reactions. Now, that might not affect everyone, but it's a reminder that peanuts are not as harmless as they might seem. And here's something even more unsettling. Peanuts are prone to mold contamination that produces a toxin called aflatoxin. This substance is a non carcinogen, and while food safety regulations try to limit exposure, it's still something to be aware of. Not all peanut butter jars will have dangerous level, but it's a risk that comes with peanuts in general, especially they are stored for long periods. Now, before you throw your jar, here's the good news. Peanut butter itself, when consumed in its pure form, is not the enemy. Peanuts naturally contains healthy monosaturated fats, plant-based protein, and important vitamins like vitamin E, magnesium, and potassium. These nutrients can support heart health, give you long lasting energy, and help repair muscles after workouts. The key, however, is to eat it in moderation and choose the right kind. The best peanut butter is the one with just one or two ingredients, roasted peanuts, and maybe a pinch of salt. That's it. No sugar, no oils, no fillers. When you switch to a clean version, you are actually getting the truth benefits of peanuts without all the harmful extras. Some people even prefer to make peanut butter at home, and honestly, it's easier than you think. All it takes is a handful of roasted peanuts in a blender, and within minutes, you have fresh natural peanut butter with no hidden ingredients. Plus, you can control the texture whether you like it smooth or crunchy. Not only is this healthier, but it's often cheaper in long run compared to constantly buying branded jars filled with additives. Even with the healthiest version, though, the golden rule is moderation. A spoon or two a day can be part of a balanced diet, especially if you pair it with whole grain bread oats, or fresh fruit like bananas and apples. But if you find yourself eating half a jar in one sitting, that's where it becomes a problem. Too much of even the good stuff can add unnecessary calories to your diet and work against your health goals. So, the shocking truth about peanut butter is that it's neither completely bad nor completely good. It all comes down to what's inside your jar and how much of it you are eating. If you are choosing wisely and keeping your portions in check, peanut butter can actually be a nutritious part of your diet. But if you are blindly trusting marketing labels, ignoring ingredients, or overeating it every day, then yes, peanut butter could be secretly harming your health. At the end of the day, the real power is in awareness. Know what's in your food, be mindful about how you eat it, and don't let clever packaging fool you into making unhealthy choices. Peanut butter will always be a beloved comfort food, but now you know the truth behind that creamy spoonful peanut butter.